Hey guys, love, light, and blessings. The Shamanic Hour Priestess here, and I'm going to share a little haul that I did. I decided to separate the previous video, which is actually a tarot tube VR video that Ozark Oracle did, and I wanted to participate in her tag, so I did that. This one's going to be about the haul. So when spirits do things for us, it's always important to thank them. So I got 3 sets of this candle. There's a certain Loa that's synchronized with this saint that I'm going to be lighting candles for in Thanksgiving for all the work that she has been doing with me, and just thanking her for helping me in my life. So, and I'm going to be doing some workings for myself too, and I needed a couple of green candles, so I got 3 sets of these. This one was in the Spanish store. I think these were $2.30. These were $2.39, so $2.40 a piece for those. I got a controversial deck that I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of. Probably my save for next week. I'm not sure, but I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of this one, and it's Miss Cleo's tarot pack. Tarot. So I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of this and things of that nature. I got this deck for like $7, and it's very Right Away Smith. And I know there's a controversy behind the person that's in the deck, Miss Cleo, and things of that nature. But I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of this deck and things of that nature. So look out for that in the future. Miss Cleo's Tarot Power Deck. Okay, so I'm gonna show that. Okay, so that's that. Let's see. I went to the dollar store and I got more coffee for the spirits. Actual Spanish coffee in the dollar store. I was excited about that. So it's 100% pure coffee. Okay, Café de Morro. It's not made in Puerto Rico. It's made in made in Puerto Rico company, a Puerto Rican company in Hoboken, New Jersey. So, and it's 99 cents. So I got more book tabs because, as you know, I read a lot and things like that, and I don't really like to highlight my books, so I like to put little tabs if I want to come back to something, or if I find something important that I really paragraph or sentence or something like that. So got more of these. They're $1, and there's 400 in each pack, so there's 400 tabs. I'm on my last tabs. I got this too for labeling, to use on jars, but I'm also going to be using this for my student files for my class, because I have a book that I'm keeping the information of my students for the upcoming Hoodoo classes in December. So I'm going to give everybody their sections and things like that. So it's for record keeping anyways. I also got mirrors, because I'm going to be doing, these are dirty, I gotta wash them. Some mirror rituals with mirror. Mirrors can be very protective, but they can also be used for justified magical practices as well. So I got a book of receipts, because I do have products and things that I sell locally, so that, and also, and I got chalk. So a lot of people use cascarilla, which is great, but these are also good too. You can draw in Hoodoo. Actually, this type of chalk was used a lot, and knowing me, I like to keep it traditional, so I like to use these for bebes and sigils and things like that I work with. Blue for my new book of chateaus I'm going to be using. I don't know what that book is at right now, but I bought a beautiful black book. I'm going to condense everything into one book, so got glue stick for things I'm going to be gluing onto my book of shadows, because I do glue things because I'm not the greatest artist in the world. I got some cinnamon coated candles for the spirit. offerings, another mirror because I'm going to be doing a protection official mirror, and I got some butterscotch candies as well. So that's the first bag. And then in my second bag, I got these really great mason jars. I'm going to use this for jar spells, jar workings. I use them both for healing properties or hexing, crossing, uncrossing, many different things. So I'm not going to use them for herbs. I'm actually going to use them for a working that I'm going to be doing. And I have, these are all things for myself, not for clients. I don't share my clients' information on YouTube. So I'm going to be doing more workings for myself, because I do stuff for myself too. So I'm going to do that, and these are all for the dollar store. And they have all sizes, kinds of jars and stuff like that. So. But I go through jars a lot. I love doing workings in jars. I love that kind of stuff. I love that. Okay, another thing, me being a working witch and everything, I got a binder, because I was saying previously that I got labels to create folders for all my students and things like that, because I am going to be running a mentorship course in December, and all the seats have been filled and everything. I might be doing another one in the spring, but I don't know the exact dates yet, so that's why I haven't really gotten back to anybody for the actual dates. The pricing will still be the same. So I'm going to create folders and things like that for all my students, and so I'm going to keep the class information in here, and what I've written so far of the workbook and everything, all that stuff is going to go in here. So this is basically going to be completely focused on the classes that I'm going to be giving. The lesson plans, the worksheets, all that stuff that I've worked on and have been doing are going to go here, and also the syllabus and all that, and then also the files, the student files and things like that. So all the stuff that I've been tracking, the payments and all that stuff, everything's going to go in this one notebook. So I'm going to put it in. I have a book for it already, but I wanted to just create one specifically for the classes. I got a book of shadows. I have several of them, and I'm still going to keep them, but I want one just for spells, and the other one I had was too tiny, so I'm going to be transferring them into this. I got this from Amazon. It was $11.99. It's a sketchbook, but it's hardcover. I'm going to decorate the outside of it, and it has 220 pages. I want this kind of book of shadows. It's a paper source from Certified Sustainable Forests. I like the way this looks, and I want to do a spell book. Like, I want to transfer all my spells to this one book. And so I got like stickers from the dollar store that I'm going to be putting on that and things of that nature. That's why I got the glue sticks. And then I got this. I want to put blends, so like in my altar when I'm making like incense blends and stuff, because I do make my own, and powders, I could keep them here and just use them to hold whatever's left over. I got more gel pens because I do a lot of writing in my rituals, and I needed more pens for that. More stickers for my book of shadows, or spell book, and black pens because I do a lot of writing. Got some rulers because I'm going to be drawing some things in my book of spells. Some staplers to put some paperwork together and things like that for my pretty much my tarot business, the psychic reading business. When I do spells for clients too, I have a binder for them that I write notes about their work, and I do update my clients periodically and let them know how the work is doing and stuff like that. Because I'm doing more than one working at a time, I like to do notes and things like that. And then the third bag we have, I got 2 more lighters. Well, 3 more lighters. Because I go through lighters a lot. What can I say? I love candles. And this album, so I do a lot of sympathetic magic, and I like to use pictures for personal effects, and I'm going to be keeping that in here and filing it so that I can preserve the pictures and use them in more than one working. So this is going to be basically for used in a working too. I'm going to be putting pictures and stuff in here for the kind of work that I do. I do require at times photos. Maybe I'll write incantations because there's like little, I can cut these out and it can have a plastic protection coating on it. So, what if I draw a baby and I want to protect it? It has a plastic coating on it so it won't get like all candle waxy and stuff like that. So, I'm going to be using that for this because like, it's supposed to be a photo album. It's $1. And then I got matches. More candles. So we have citrus and sea salt. I like to give these candles as offering candles when I'm doing the working. And in between working, so like thank you for that. And I give them food and I give them gifts and things like that. So hibiscus and water. And I may even use this for a quick little spell for myself too. And this one's jasmine. Waters. All these smell really good. I'm telling you, do not sleep on the dollar store candle. I got some purple candles. This one is lemon and lavender. And be using this on a working for myself as well. I'm going to be using these blue coastal, very water elemental. So I'm going to be using these, some workings that I'm doing for myself. I got some workings I need to do for me. So I'm going to be using these. And I got a second pack of the purple. I got blue. And then I got these apple ones. I'm going to be using these as well for a second pack of that. And that is all. So, yeah. So pretty much that's what I got. I think I'm going to have time to do a quick walkthrough of the Miss Cleo tarot because the video lasted quicker than I thought. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to put 2 links down because I know that she is a little bit controversial and I kind of thought a lot of the same things that other people thought until I watched a documentary about her and an interview that she did with Vice. And I'm going to put those 2 links down and let everybody make up their own minds about Miss Cleo. Because I like to hear all sides to a story before I try to, pass judgment and things like that. So, but I keep whatever that is separate from the deck of cards. Okay, so this is the Fools, and it's an Egyptian style deck. Oops. Can you? Oh, thank you. Focus, camera. Focus. Empress. Oh, these are the back. Sorry. The cardstock is good. It's good. I love the Lovers. You have your Chariot. Strength. Hermit. Little Fortune. Justice. Hangman. Death. Temperance. The Devil. Tower, Star. The Sun, Judgment, the World, Ace of Staffs, Two of Staffs, Three of Staffs, Four of Staffs, Five of Staffs, Six of Staffs. I love the borders. Plus, that's a little thin, but I mean, I paid $7 for this deck, so not really worried about it. Eight of Staffs. 10, 11 of Staffs, 12 of Staffs, 13 of Staffs. Oh, Queen of Staffs. I said 13 of Staffs. Sorry. Queen of Staffs, Page of Staffs, Knight of Staffs, King of Staffs. Ugh. You have your Ace of Coins, Two of Coins, Three of Coins, Four of Coins, Five of Coins, Six of Coins, Seven of Coins, Eight of Coins, Coins, 10 of Coins. You hear my daughter singing in the background, so Page of Coins, a Summertime, Knight of Coins, Queen of Coins, King of Coins, Ace of Cups. I love this Two of Cups because I love the snakes with them. And in traditional religions, the snake is very sacred. Three of Cups. And so is in the native spirituality that I practice too. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. When I first saw this card, I was like, well, no, but I can see it now. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Ten of Cups. Oh. Focus. Why are you being blurry? Focus. There we go. Page of Cups. Cups. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Five of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. And King of Swords. So, yeah. So these are the Miss Cleo's Power deck, and that's the back spine. And I will be working with this deck as well in the future. So this brings my collection to 38, 39 working decks. Very excited because I wanted to keep it under 40. And that's why I got rid of so many decks, because I had a couple of decks I had my eye on. This one and the other two that I showed you. So very excited about that, because the playing cards, I consider that a deck, so that would make it 39. Alright guys, so much love, light, and blessings. I, again, don't really want to talk about Miss Cleo. She's passed away. And I want to respect that, and and things like that. Really don't want to make this into a debate. She's good, she was bad, she was this, she was that. I kind of just wanted to show you the deck, and I'm going to put 2 links on this video and let you guys watch that. I recommend that you please watch her documentary and read her last interview. I'll give you information where you can go and get that documentary. It's on Netflix for those that have Netflix, and it's also available on anybody who has Amazon Prime. So I think I rented it for like $3, and you can also rent it on YouTube for like $3. And then there's, again, the article. If you don't want to rent it, and you're like, I don't want to rent that or whatever. She has her last interview before she died of cancer. It was a very enlightening interview. It humanized her, and it just made me see her from a different aspect, because there's a lot of people that love Sylvia Browne, and I'm not a fan. She was also a controversial figure that was accused of fraudulent things too. So I'm just saying. And from what I got from Miss Cleo's story was she was misled and deceived, didn't read her contract, kind of got herself in a situation she couldn't get out of. And unfortunately, she became the spokesperson and really didn't make money like the ones that actually handled her and were actually the real faces of the corporation, of the site that she worked for. I worked on a psychic hotline, and I'm going to be honest, they offered me and this lady, this person, this female that I was friends with, we're not longer friends now, for a different video for a different time, and they wanted to make her and I like for me for the ethnicity quota and her for like the face of the site. And I just had my apprehensions with that, and I'm glad I didn't, because I disassociated myself from that site, because I worked on the psychic hotlines too. That doesn't make anybody a bad person. You got to do what you got to do. And it's when you work on a psychic hotline, one of the benefits is you're going to always have clients. Like they have more accessibility, they advertise you and so on and so forth. But I didn't want to become the spokesperson, because the site that I was working for had very shady practices. And I'm glad that I did my readings and I didn't get associated with that, because there's some scandals that happen with those people. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say what company it was, because I don't, some legal stuff. But yeah, so that could happen to anybody. You could be deceived and like, hey, everybody needs a scapegoat. She pretty much was made the scapegoat. She was never convicted of anything. She never went to jail. And they actually found that she wasn't guilty of the fraudulent. That was her handlers and the company that she worked for, unfortunately. She was just the face of. So when people were getting scammed, she was the face of. But the few people that actually got to work with her said she was a legitimate psychic, and that she was a very good, talented person. Again, she just got herself in a bad situation. But you can get more details about that. I just wanted to show her deck and just separate myself from that. And I like the style of it. It's drawn to me. It's $7, and I'm going to use it in my practice. So, and I just wanted to share with anybody who, I think they have like a couple of them left on Amazon. So that's all I want to say. But much love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video. And until my next video, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for the support that you guys gave me on my video about Haiti, Puerto Rico. Sorry I was so emotional. I didn't realize I was going to get so emotional. I guess because I hadn't gotten to mourn my grandfather in 2 years because of all the scandals, and I think it was just a mixture of happiness and all these emotions, But anyways, love, light, and blessings. Thank you, guys. Love you.